Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's lovely to have you here. My name's Rain, this is my craft channel, and this week we're going to be doing the coasters again, but instead of having lava running through the rock, I wanted gold. So let's get into it. And just like before, I start with a cork coaster and a cork sheet. Both of these are relatively cheap to buy, and the cork sheets come in bundles which you can use for many other crafts. I cut out a rough shape of a coaster here, and the reason why I draw around and don't just use some random bits of cork is because I like to have the corners on the coaster. This is a design choice, completely up to you if you want to do that or not, but by cutting this out it gives me an idea of the sort of area I'm working with, and as you can see I get to keep the four corners there. And once that's cut out, we just want to go and stick it all down with a bit of PVA glue. And when all the glue's dry, just paint it black. Now at this point in the project you really can take this in any direction you want. Just follow the similar steps, just using the colours that you've chosen. I've got a few ideas of different other projects and how I'm going to use this, but this week we're going to be using gold. So in order for that gold powder to stick, which you just saw there, I'm adding a little bit of Mod Podge down, and I let this dry a little bit, but you still want it tacky as possible, just so that that luster dust can stick to it, which we're going to add in a minute. Now in a minute you can all get ready to do your Spandau ballet impression with me, and say it on 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I weren't going to sing, I'd lose followers quicker than I can gain them at that rate. Now the aim of the game is just to get that luster dust down and let it stick to all that glue that you've already put on there. You don't have to be too neat with this. I am going to go in and give it a little clean up a bit later on, and then if you really are fussy and you don't like any of that gold showing on the black, you can go in and just touch up with a little bit of black paint after all the other steps have dried. Now while you watch me channel my best King Midas act, you can insert your own jokes about gold and golden fingers around about here. Now a fun fact I love about gold, and I'm sure most of you know this already, is that it's formed in space. Something to do with exploding stars or neutron stars colliding, creating heavy elements like gold and scattering them through space, and over billions of years that material becomes part of Earth, and when the planet is formed. Then later on, as humans evolved, we decide to go down into the Earth, get our best pickaxes that we can and dig that shiny stuff out of the rocks. Yeah, so whenever you see a piece of gold, just remember, that's stardust you're holding right there in your hands. And here we are, all cleaned up, ready for the next part. Now, for this next bit, I was kind of going for a geode crystal kind of look. It was a part fail, but stick with me and I'll tell you why, and also the bits I liked. Now here, I just mixed up some thick glitter with some thin glitter, so I had some variations there, and with a little bit of UV resin. I had to use the UV resin, even though it was a little bit off. It's a bit of old UV resin, but still done the job. The reason why I used UV resin was because I wanted that gold glitter to stick to the edges. I didn't want it to fill all of the ravine. If this had been glue, that would eventually pull down, and the same with resin that I'd have had to have leave to set overnight. It would have pulled down into the middle and covered the whole of the ravine. I wanted just the edges, so I had to work quickly by putting on a little bit of this mixture at a time and then just curing it under a UV lamp as I go to give me that build up around the edge that we were looking for. Now another little fun fact, and this one's about me, I don't actually like using glitter in crafts. It can be messy, and in fact the one reason why I didn't end up loving this project was mainly down to my glitter use and it getting in the ravine where I didn't want it to be, or in places I didn't want it to be, which glitter really does have a tendency to do anyway. It seems to go everywhere you don't want it to and never stick to the places you genuinely do. And here you can see I've encrusted all my edges with glitter. Now it's at this point I should have probably stopped, cured it under maybe a stronger UV lamp and given that whole project a bit of a brush over to get rid of any of that loose glitter flying around. But I didn't, I went straight in with the resin and here we are. Now after the resin is dry, I will go back over and just touch up where I got some resin on the black and also finish off the black with some shiny Mod Podge to give it that rock look and style. And there you have it, a gold glittering coffee coaster. The craft gremlins seem to be satisfied for another week. Thank you for watching, and hopefully if you've made it this far in the video, you're going to go ahead and give me one of those little thumbs up. All those likes and subscribes really does help my channel grow. But if not, I'm just happy to have you here. And as always, I've been Rain, you've been fabulous, and I hope to catch you again next week. Bye bye.